What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleek back with another video, and today we are reacting to 1Cloud9. We did not forget what you did. I guess 1Cloud9, your time has come. Weirdo. No, I'll play it. I've seen this situation. I feel like I can't put my 2 cents in because I am an editor. I was freelancing, and I do know how it goes working with these big YouTubers. I work for a couple of big YouTubers, especially from Houston. I can relate in some ways, but we got to be real here. You feel me? Before we get into all that, go ahead and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Noti Squad and like this video. Can't like this video and you don't want to subscribe, at least hype it up. Something. We's almost at 1K, 250 away. Let's get there. With that being said, let's see what this video hitting for. Let's go.
So recently, I've been seeing a lot of news online about a bunch of different content creators and streamers just not being terrible people. One of the most notable ones that just came out is that guy named Jordan Cisco, who got mad because he spilled water on his PC, so he punched up his water.
See, like, I feel like I better be nitpicking in this. Nitpicking a little bit. I just want to know the correlation, cause I already know where he's going with this. It's kind of like I'm just now getting into doing hooks. You feel me? You can find out on my original channel. You know what I'm saying? Main channel, Sleek. But gotta work your hooks, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie. You correlating somebody getting like DV allegations to getting played with. Whoa, pause. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, I didn't mean like not play with like that, but like I'm saying, niggas playing with your money. I don't know. It's crazy. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy. Lights off though. It's a calm vid.
Stuff like this. But I would like to share a personal story as a cautionary tale to let you know that you can't trust the creator just because they have a nice smile, just because they come across on camera is good. That doesn't necessarily make them good. And I'd like to share a story of my own personal experience with this as a cautionary tale and to spread awareness, because the last thing I want is for somebody to get scammed or taken advantage the same way that I did. With that, let's get on with the story. The creator I'm talking about, because listen, I just straight up say names too. I don't give a fuck. The creator I am talking about that I have this experience with, by the way, his name is 1Cloud9. He is a creator with, I think, like 650,000 subscribers on one of his channels, almost 200,000, I think, on another channel. He's a very talented creator who's done a lot of amazing work, right? And from the dates of November 2024 all the way till, funny enough, around this time, around March 2025, was the main editor for his 1Cloud9 channel, where he talks about commentary, story times, and all that good jazz, or whatever, right? He liked my work. We instantly got to work. And one thing about me that a lot of people don't know is that I'm an extremely fast editor. So in this era that I'm talking about, from November 2024 all the way to March 2025, around, I want to say 65 to 75% of the videos that was uploaded to that channel were edited by me. Like, to put it in perspective of how quick I was, in the month of December 2024, whenever 1Cloud9 was one of the only commentary channels that was uploading every single day quality 8 to 15 minute videos every single day, I edited around like 70 to 80% of those videos, essentially giving him a video every single day. And he got a lot of views. He grew from it, and it was a nice period. And
I actually want to see like what type, because like he says that he edited with a 4-hour turnaround time, which it's good, but that also comes with quality. I want to see the quality again, because your time has come, weirdo. Let's see. Let's say this one, right?
The CIA won, bro. They destroyed the black community. And if you need evidence for this, I have 4 exhibits that I'm finna present to y'all today. And I will not only be presenting this to you, but also the BBC Council, the Big Black Council. I probably should have picked a better name. But it's the council of all of the biggest black activists, celebrities, whatever you want to call them. But let's go ahead and get to Exhibit A, social media.
You trying to get nigga copyrighted and shit, nigga. Whoa, audio?
A little bit of a hit.
I guess it was copyrighted.
don't know what these are. These are basically dating shows where one celebrity or one person goes on a speed date with 20 different videos. Has really just killed the black PR. I mean, there was even a video of a kid doing a 20v1 with grown women. And the crazy part about this isn't even the worst things we have done with social media.
I mean, it's cool from what I'm seeing. Like,
Section 2 of Exhibit A. Yeah, we're still in Exhibit A, nigga. Humiliation ritual for black women. Being loud, ratchet, shaking their ass, being sexual, pointless.
I mean, it's cool, but you could tell it was done in 4 hours though. If you ain't got motion design in your bag, nigga, I don't think you could brag, nigga. Word, nigga. If you don't got motion design in your bag, you can't brag. Motion design, motion graphics. You don't got that in your bag.
Nice, chill dude. But to add some further context, I have to establish the type of person Cloud is so you can understand how we even got to the point where I almost got taken advantage of and scammed. Well, I did get taken advantage of and scammed, but you know, I turned it around. Me and Cloud, even though we edited a lot together and you know, we made some amazing projects together, we were friends as well behind the scenes. A lot of editors and creators, they don't really have a close relationship with each other because you know, it's like a job, you know, just like a lot of rappers, they're not very tight knit with the
I ain't gonna lie, he's right to an extent, because editing for like this is, I don't know if I should put a name on it. Should I put a name on it? I ain't gonna put a name on it. Editing for this one YouTuber, right? It's pretty big. It was just like, yo, you busy right now? Nah, what's up? Hey, yo, I got a video coming in. All right, bet. I'm gonna let you know when it's in. All right, yo, it's in. All right, bet. Yo, how's it going? As pertaining to the video. Almost done. I'm about to send it in a few. All right, bet. Yo, vid sent. And then repeat. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing too crazy. Sometimes if there was like something that he wanted to change in the video, he'll say that. If there was certain things that were funny in the footage that he gave me that he wanted to change, well, it'll be like a cool little back and forth, little or something like that. But other than that, wasn't nothing crazy. And I feel like it was mostly my part because I was supposed to lock in and fly over there to be a part of the team or whatever, but life happens, so I didn't. But for the most part, that's really what it's gonna be. It's just like, it's just on some business tip. There's nothing wrong with it, but
people that make the beats and stuff like that, it's kind of like a very transactional relationship.
Now, on the other hand, I did have another influencer who I got cool with, and it was more than just checking up on the vids. It was more like conversations and motivational talks and getting to know each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like building a relationship. Pause. But I felt like the second one kind of blurs lines, you feel me, with boundaries. And I think that's what he's about to get into. So we're gonna see.
Where you just get what you need and then y'all don't talk to each other. But since, you know, me and Cloud are the same age, we're both, you know, black successful creators, we were cool.
You're both 19.
It's not really easy in everyday life to find people that relate to, you know, what we do. So me and Cloud were really good friends. We used to talk all the time. One thing he would hit me up a lot for was like creative consultations. Like he would hit me up a lot and I'll put some screenshots on the, you know, screen or whatever. And he would basically ask me like, how does this title sound? How does this TikTok sound? How does this thumbnail look like? What should we critique to edit it? These are normally things that you would pay somebody for, kind of like a creative director slash like consultant or something like that. This is something that normally you would pay somebody for, but I would just do it out of the kindness of my heart. One, because
100,000
helping guy,
for consultations on your channel.
I would just do it out of the kindness of my heart. One, because I'm a naturally helping guy, and two, we were friends. And you know, I don't really charge my friends for like stuff like that. Like, you know, you're my friend and I don't mind helping, right? But you would do this a lot because, you know, I'm very well versed on psychology, people, and just the overall YouTube algorithm. You know what I mean? So, you know,
now I want to see how much you try to prove that you can get paid for it.
Guy, and two, we were friends. And you know, I don't really charge my friends for like art. One, because I'm a naturally helping guy, and two, we were friends. And you know, I like that. This is something that normally
average annual salary for YouTube channel manager approximately. But I feel as though this only works if you got like a big platform yourself, right? Like I'm saying, like for the people who are known or not known, but like have a following on YouTube, be getting consistent views, high views and all that. You feel me? And And I guess that's proof that it works. They can do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can do it for themselves. They can do it for you too. It sells more. Now, if you just like, if the creator bigger than you, not necessarily bigger than you, but if like you're a small creator and you're not really, it's not really, what's the word? It's not showing in your work. You really gonna charge somebody annual? How much is this? Like 5-6 bands a month to do? I don't know.
You would pay somebody for it, but I would just do it out of the kindness of my heart. One, because I'm a naturally
Now
helpful guy.
maybe you just started your own, like me. Like I was a video editor for YouTubers, and I'm just starting to do my own videos. So maybe he just started, and you got 2K. So you know what I'm saying, it's showing something. So hey,
We were
maybe there's
friends,
that.
and you know, I don't really charge my friends for like stuff like that. Like, you know, you're my friend and I don't mind helping, right?
Nah, your friends should support your business game.
I'm versed on
Word.
psychology, people, and just the overall YouTube algorithm. You know what I mean? So, you know, one conversation from me helping them out with like, you know, a video title, thumbnail, whatever, would turn into us just talking about life. And, you know, like I said, we became very close and we were really, really good friends, like brothers, almost like this, you know? But the more I started to hang around Cloud, the more his true character started to reveal itself. Like, Cloud is one of those people, he's really big on like external validation. You know what I mean? So what he would do is whenever, like I said, behind the scenes, when it's just me and him talking, chopping it up, we chilling together, we on the phone, whatever, like we tight like this, we like brothers, it's cool. But it's like whenever we got in front of certain people, it's like every man for themselves, because all he cares about is his image and being like externally validated. And I started to notice him, you know, becoming more of this the more comfortable he got around me, because it's like the best way I can put it, you know, I'm not saying that I'm the, you know, most like person that everybody wants to hate on, but you know, I'm a handsome guy, I'm very talented, and like I said, he asked me for a lot of advice because I was so well versed despite me being the smaller creator. So it's almost like, because Cloud sometimes saw that, you know, I was the better editor, I had a better personality, I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been yet. It was kind of like he envied me a little bit. And you know, Cloud's whole perspective and like his confidence is built upon being a young successful black man, as he is, that is more successful than a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like anytime somebody perceived to have more than him, even if it's not in success or money, he kind of like finds a way to subtly devalue. He's that type of person. We all know dudes like that, you know? And originally I was like, it may not be that deep, because like, you know, that's just how people be.
Maybe it may not.
Who like got big egos. It is what it is. But I just noticed the more as time went on, he would do weird things. Like, for instance, here's where like I first should have realized that, like, you know, I should have had a contract, because mind you, know, we did all of this work despite making so much.
Yeah, the worst addictions. This is crazy. Cornhub. Let me see. 20K, 150K, 80K, 200K, 500K, 400K, 600K, 60K, 250K, 100K, 350K. Yeah, you was running it up for this kid, bro. I would have been like, yo, I got you up, dog, and you trying to play me? I don't know. We gonna have to schedule something to run it up, cause what?
Money and gaining so much views off of it, and all of these videos doing so well. I was doing all this under the table, you know. He didn't give me a contract to sign or nothing like that. So to be paid, there wasn't a system for me to be paid. So like I would go to ask him to be paid, and the type of thing Cloud would do. And by the way, this isn't just my own personal experience. I've talked with other people and they've said that the same thing has happened to them as well before.
Man, it ain't even just a Cloud thing, bro, because it's a lot of these YouTubers. Let's just cut this shit, bro. A lot of these niggas don't really be trying to spend that bread. No cap. You feel me? It's either they trying to work, they see what you do and they trying to work with you, and they find out your prices and shit, and then they be like, all right, man, I'm gonna hit you. All right, man, I'm gonna let you know. You feel me? Oh, damn. You said 150? I usually have a guy that charges 75. Okay, then keep working with that guy. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, like, you can pay 75 for that, but it's not gonna be as good as mine. Respectfully. And I could pop my shit, gang. Like, I've made damn near MTV quality YouTube videos, bro. You want me to name drop? Cause I can name drop, nigga. There's one YouTuber that I did a video for where he popping out off of my video. Well, my edit. You know what I'm saying? It's a long situation. That could be a story time, but I'm gonna save it for another day. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of these YouTubers don't really be trying to pay, gang. And if they are paying, sometimes they be a little wonky with the turnaround time for the payment, not the video itself, nigga. And that's the funny part, bro. It'll be times where they expect you to send a video first for you to get your payment. So they'll be like, yo, they'll be all up on your ass about the video. Yo, how's it going? How's it looking? Yo, what's it looking like? Yo, the video almost done. How's the video? Where we at, gang? Yeah, I'm done. I'm ready to send it right now. I bet. But then once they get the video, that's when they start delaying the pain. And it's like, bro, what's up, bro? Now that's your fault as an editor, because one, don't give the product before getting the payment. That's one. Two, you might want to start getting some contracts going, because these niggas is just gonna play in your face if they see that you're a beginner, not as experienced, or you don't set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be extra clear, because a lot of these niggas is gonna do some gaslighting. They're gonna guilt trip, or they just gonna beat around the bush to even pay that price. I remember there was one creator who needed an editor, and one of my homies, well, ex-homie, had put my name in there, like, yo, I know this guy, he's a dope editor and stuff like that. Chop it up with him and see what y'all can come up with. And he wanted me to he wanted me to edit daily clips for his gaming channel. I'm like, cool. I could do that. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted, mind you, post every day. So he wanted me to edit a clip from his stream, from his videos and streams every day for only $250 a month, gang. I said $250. Nigga, I was thinking 2,500 hood. Damn. But nah, bro. Like, what is you talking about? $250 a month for me to edit a video for you every single day. That's 30 videos. That means that's less than $10 a video. Nigga, I've been doing this shit for years. Nigga, I've been editing for 10 years, almost going on 10 years, gang. Or almost 10 years, make it just 8 to be specific. I done learned a lot. I know a lot. And I'm not taking no, I mean, that's a phone bill at least. But it's like, nigga, be for real, gang. So I know these niggas be flaking with their money, gang. So like, I already know.
Ask him to be paid, and then he'll just ignore you for like 12 hours or like a day. Mind you, people that work for Cloud, since he's a business, people like have to pay their bills and like rent and all these other things because this is their job. And Cloud,
maybe I should add more light.
Drag his
it's a little
feet
dark.
To not pay people because it's like an ego thing.
Chill,
like, just because he knows he can, and he feels good knowing that people asking him for money. You know what I mean? And he'll either ignore you, be like, I got you, or he'll be like, I got to get the money situated. But you'll see him like go live on Twitch and just start like laughing, frolicking, or you'll see him like on Instagram just chilling or playing the game. But he won't pay you until he feels he's ready to pay you. And the reason why, to me, I felt like this was so like weird personally is because Cloud would drag his feet sometimes to pay me and other editors, but he would brag to me on the phone and go, you know, I'm gonna be honest,
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy that she screenshotted this shit, gang. What was he screen sharing it?
To pay me and other editors, but he would.
Now sometimes this should be like, they'll put it as like what they made for the entire year. It's not even like what they made the month. So I don't know what he got his settings on. But from what I know, because I just unlocked the estimated revenue feature and shit like that, it go by month, gang. So if you making $400K a month, nigga, and you struggling to pay me $500, nigga, we gotta talk respectfully. We gotta talk, nigga. I know you might be a little cheap with your money on and shit like that, but listen, you gotta pay the niggas that are helping you out, gang, and he's been helping you out, giving you way more than just video edits, nigga, because you coming to this nigga for consulting. You feel me? Consulting. Last time I checked, mentorships and consultations, niggas is charging $4 a month. Respectfully. For the course alone. You know what I mean? So maybe that's where he was getting at with the whole screenshot in the beginning of the clip, well, the video. But you can't even help your mans out. You can't even be like, you got to do good business, gang. I know you're 19, but you've been doing this for a minute. Age don't matter, nigga. I know niggas that been doing this shit since they were 18. Before then, probably like 16, 17. Been lit from that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but y'all gotta pay y'all editors, gang. Y'all can't be.
Brag to me on the
If
phone.
you show me this and you bragging how much money you making, nigga, there ain't no reason that I'm going to accept you not paying me, gang. Word.
Go. You know, I'm gonna be honest. He's like, ever since 2022 or 2023, when I first blew up and I made so much money, he's like, I feel uncomfortable if I don't have at least 100,000 in my bank account. And
then I'm gonna assume that you have more than 100 in your bank account, so there's no reason that you should have paid me. Word. Run it. That's the phrase for the video. Run it.
Like, the dude who's like bragging about he feels uncomfortable of not having at least 100,000 in his bank account is like dragging his feet or making it seem like there's a logistics problem to getting me paid my $300 to $400, and this is under the table anyway, so you're not even paying me. Like, sometimes when people pay you for freelance work, they have to send it through their LLC bank account and stuff like that because it's a write-off. But I'm like, this is
not necessarily. I don't think that's how it works, because one of my old clients, he used to send me through Cash App. If not Cash App, Apple Pay. So matter of fact, yes and no, because the Cash App was through his LLC somehow, some way. I don't know. It was. So yeah, for the most part,
under the table payment.
Because then he was sending tax information. Okay,
yeah. Factoring, like, he wasn't even trying to pay me from his LLC. He would just Apple Pay it or Cash App it to me. You know what I mean? So that's the first instance where in my head I should have known something was off. You know, that's on me for not realizing that, you know, this person is clearly trying to like hold his nuts over me, right? Or keep a power dynamic.
Pause.
Because mind you, as an editor, I never saw myself as just like somebody's editor, because if you've ever watched my channel, if you've ever seen my editing, I feel like editing is its own form of art, just as, you know, the creator is. Like, I see myself as Pharrell to a rap artist. I don't see myself as just another person editing, because I add a certain personality. I'm so quick with how I edit. Like, for instance, all those videos that you've seen that I've edited on this channel, almost all of them I've edited in 4 hours or less, because I just found a way to edit quick for me, and I also add that flair and keep that quality onto it. So just
keep in mind that that's a very, very valuable asset to a team. All right. The 4-hour turnaround time, that's gonna make you a lot of money, but the quality gotta be up. You know what I'm saying? You want to start charging 400, 500 per video, nigga, your quality better be up. But within 4 hours, it's gonna be tough. Now, me going through an hour of footage, nigga, used to take me, when I was really grinding for real, it would take me 6 hours just to turn it back around. But within those 6 hours, it would take me at least 1 or 2, because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them vlogs, them hour vlogs and shit, you gotta cut shit out. You gotta cut the cursing out. You gotta do a whole bunch of jump cuts to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it is a lot. Then after you do the cuts, you go through the footage, you do the cuts. After the rough cuts, then you go back and you add sound effects with the music choice and all that. Just keep it entertaining if there is any. Then you go back and add the like the effects, like the, you know what I'm saying, the motion design and all that, motion graphics. It's a lot. But if you're just doing simple like memes here and there, quick cuts with the PNGs and all that, if it look cheap, nigga, there's a difference. I don't know. There's
always
a difference.
See myself as an equal. I never see myself in anybody else that works with people.
If you got a 4-hour turnaround time, nigga, and you getting them niggas view, I'm using this as a testimony. Look, I've edited for so and so. I've managed to get this amount of views and run up this amount of subscribers for this person and stuff like that. Here's my work. Hey, and I've done all this with a 4-hour running around time. That's gonna these niggas they be wanting nowadays. They be wanting somebody calling me. They be wanting they shit back ASAP. So you say you can bring it back in 4 hours. That I used to be like, yo, I'll give it back to you same day. Same day for real? Word? And I used to do it for cheap. Yo, I used to run it up.
Yourself isn't equal. Do not let nobody make you feel like they're above you, because the moment you put them above you, you're gonna stay there. But yeah, this was like one of the first instances where it really started to like shine. But there was another instance that happened in this story that created more tension that led to me being taken advantage of / scam. So basically, like I said, me and Cloud were friends, right? And it was right after DreamCon. So this would be, I want to say July, right? Somewhere around July. Like I said, me and Cloud were friends. So he invited me to go on a vacation with him and some of his friends to Panama City Beach, Florida, right? And I accepted because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I was really cool with Cloud. So I flew out, we went to PCB, and when we got there, one of Cloud's friends, these girls that he had,
why the side by side, that's crazy.
sorry, one of them was extremely rude
jump scare
and nasty
shit.
to
I'm
me
sorry
because I didn't want to pay for
just
her
being real.
groceries that she was trying to eat. I was like, nah, I got my own budget. Mind you, at the time I only had like $300-$400, and even if I had more money, I'm not spending money on girls that aren't mine. So I'm just not spending money on.
Not gonna lie, if like a creator invites me to go on vacation with them, I'm assuming that it's paid for. I ain't gonna hold you. Nigga, call me a groupie or whatever. I don't care. I'm assuming you taking care of the eats. I'm thinking that I'm going on a rod show, nigga. Word. I think word. You want me to go with you to Florida for vacay? Okay, cool. I'm not just gonna go with like $300 to my name, nigga. I'm gonna feel a little uncomfortable, but I'm gonna assume that all the extra stuff. Now, all the hoes that you bringing around, that got nothing to do with me, gang. If they expected me to play some part in there, like sponsor them, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Cause I'm gonna assume that you taking care of them too. So why they coming from me? They trying to give me, they thinking that you thought that I was like, I'm not up like him, nigga. I'm just his editor, nigga. I rely on that nigga. I rely on him for the funds, nigga. He's paying me. So and respectfully, nigga, I just met you on this trip, nigga. I'm not paying for shit, nigga. So
people and paying for people's things that I'm not gonna eat. Like, I can see if I was gonna be eating the groceries.
She trying to
the
gaslight
girl
you.
Was mad at me because I didn't pay for
house
groceries that were for her. But to make a long story short, the woman started being very rude and nasty to me, and it's like every time I would walk in the room, since I was the only person that didn't know any of them besides Cloud, the whole house would get awkward and quiet, right? And mind you, this same night I was gonna have to sleep on the couch, and I was like, bro, I'm not trying to sleep on the couch out in the open when there's this girl that all of
you invited me on a vacay and you let me sleeping on the couch, gang. Nah, bro. I refuse.
All of a sudden just hates me is walking around at night potentially just because I didn't want to pay for her groceries. Like, if you're getting mad at me because of that, there's something wrong up here. So I definitely don't want you to be able to just walk past me while I'm sleeping out in the open.
Nigga, ain't don't let no bitch. Oh, sorry. Don't let no woman play you at your spot, gang. Don't let them bitch you around. I'll say that. Don't let them punk you around, gang. You scared of what she might do while you sleeping? You a grown ass man. I don't care if you 18, 19, you grown, nigga. If you old enough to serve this country, nigga, you grown. 19 years old, you scared of somebody you scared of a shorty that's gonna pop up on you while you sleeping? Okay, bro.
Open. So rightfully so, you know, I kept voicing that problem because the way I look at it is, if I bring my friend that doesn't know any of my other friends or even family around somebody that's making them feel uncomfortable unjustly, I'm going to check them. I'm going to be like, yo, chill, you wrong. Like, he didn't do nothing to you. Like, chill out. You know what I mean? I can stand up for myself for sure. But whenever one person is shaping the whole energy of the house, it's like, why am I even here at that point? I don't know none of y'all. We're supposed to be on vacation having a good time and you're making me feel like I'm a problem. That's not fair to me, especially when I want to do do that to you. And, you know, eventually this turned into, you know what I'm saying, me having to leave. And that created a lot of tension between me and Cloud because I had to leave. And, you know, I just really didn't appreciate, especially like him as a friend, not sticking up for me.
But why'd you have to leave though? Like, if it's a case where it was like Shorty was in Cloud's ear, like as if you were making her uncomfortable now and just dragging the situation out because you didn't want to pay for her shit, then that's some dumbass. That's an L move right there on her part and on his part for falling for that and try to mediate the situation by getting rid of you. That's L man's right there, gang. Because you saying that y'all supposed to be friends. Me personally, that wouldn't happen. I'm not going anywhere. We gonna have to thug it out and hate each other, nigga, because you gonna have to drag me out that house with security, nigga.
Like checking his friends or like, you know what I mean, setting the tone. But again, like I said, Cloud is so big on external validation.
I'm gonna visualize and say that these were the niggas in the house, right? I'm gonna say that these niggas in the house, right? Ain't not one of these niggas gonna make me feel uncomfortable being around them, bro. And that's respectfully. You feel me? Like, he looked like the coolest out the bunch. Now, mind you, pretty young lady right here. But as for these niggas, you gonna let these niggas kick you out, gang? Come on. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna disrespect whoever this is, but not one of these niggas can I mean, we are different, you feel me? But at the same time, bro, not one of these niggas gonna make me feel like I'm not welcome, bro.
He cares about.
I'm gonna look at them like, nah. I don't know. It's just, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
About making it seem like everything is.
I'm gonna assume since you putting the same. You know what I mean? The same shorty in the video. I'm assuming that this is the shorty that was making you feel uncomfortable. Let's just be real. You said you was going to say names. You didn't say names yet. So we just going to have to assume. You leaving room for me to assume. So I'm going to assume that she's the one that wanted you to pay for her shit as she was messing with you until you said you wasn't. And now she in his ear. And since she finds shit, he going to feel some type of way and be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shorty over here tweaking and shit like that. And I'm really trying to have a good, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's either we gotta work some out, or you just gonna have to get the boots, nigga. Hey, man. I don't know. Hey, good. I like how you standing on it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like how you moving up. Like how you going about it. I wouldn't have left. I mean,
even if everything isn't okay.
If it's one more clip
you know what I mean,
of shorty in there, that's the shorty that, I mean, that's the shorty that got that felt some type of way.
Not saying anything at all. You know, that just comes partially with not having a backbone, but also, like I said, whenever a person is driven by external validation, this is the type of things that they do. So that's what created a tension between me and Cloud, and we didn't talk for, I want to say 2-3 months, because this happened around July, right? But then if you see in the text message right here, Cloud hit me up a couple days before my birthday. My birthday is on September the 14th, so this was 3 days before my birthday, and he said, yo, putting all differences aside, I'm going to start posting a lot more often again. We can talk out our differences first before anything, but if you want to work again with me, I'm laying the offer on the table. Hope you've been well, right? And you know, we ended up talking about it, and why he fully again didn't understand why I left, even though it should be obvious to anybody with a little bit of self-respect and love why I left, you know. He still wanted to be cool because, you know, he wanted my gift.
All right, so since he said that, he doesn't understand why he left. He's not the one that pushed him leaving. You wanted to leave. You let a shorty push you out your spot, gang. And like I said, I'm gonna assume that whoever was in them videos that you did the little B-roll for, that they was in the vicinity. Them niggas is not pushing me on my spot either, gang. Respectfully. So you felt uncomfortable being there, and you felt like if he wasn't seeing where you was coming from, then you didn't want to be there. So you left, nigga. He paid for your flight there. He paying for the spot. You on a free vacation at this point, gang. What is you leaving for? You gonna let these niggas mess up your vibe? No. They probably there. Maybe they may be creators. You don't know. I don't know. They might hold their own. But as an editor, nigga, I'm walking in there like, man, I'm the brains behind the situation. I got this man lit, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a nobody. Niggas be around here, cause just because they don't know you, they be like, who are you? And who are you? I'm gonna tell you, I'm an editor for so-and-so, nigga. I'm the nice nigga behind the camera. I'm the one that's making this nigga fly, getting him all these views and stuff like that, making the money for the nigga. I'm contributing. I'm showing you what I'm bringing to the table. That's what I bring to the table. I'm not just nobody. You feel me? But how highly you talking about yourself in this video is not matching how you handle the situation, gang. I wouldn't have left personally.
Yeah, I edit very fast. I add that authenticity and that you in the tube to the editing. That
all right,
that
gang, we get it.
Right? So
all right.
Wanted to work with me again because obviously who wouldn't want to work with me, right? But this time that we worked together, because Cloud had to pay me a certain amount of money last time because he locked me in at a rate, and like I said, he didn't expect me to be editing so fast. I edited so many videos so quick that Cloud had to pay me a decent amount of money. It wasn't that much, but like I said, a lot of YouTubers see themselves like this and the editors like this, so they underpay them and they overwork them. But he couldn't do that with me because the value that I clearly brought, he couldn't underpay me. So like last time, he didn't want to have to pay me for so much. He said this time we're gonna have a contract to make sure, you know, we got a set price, right? But the thing is, Cloud's videos are like all over the place. So sometimes he'll have like a video where like one will be very easy to edit, and then the next one he'll shoot it in a way where a video that should take, like I said, for me 4 hours, it'll take me the time it takes to edit 2 videos.
I understand exactly what he's talking about, because not gonna lie, editing for this one specific YouTuber for what he wanted sometimes was difficult to what's the word? It was hard for me to execute with the video. I mean, in the video, for the video, whatever. Like heavy on motion graphics and stuff like that. He wanted a highly edited video. That's cool, but when you're not having like a static shot and you're doing a vlog style for the most part, now I'm gonna have to do extra as far as camera tracking and trying to it's easier if you film a video a specific way. And for a talking head, there should be like what I'm doing now. I mean, if you want to walk around a room and stuff like that with a sport or a spatula or whatever with the mic on it, cool. But at least have it static, you know what I'm saying? So I could do what I do. You gotta speak up on that part, gang. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's something you should have done. Speak up on it. I mean, but if you're really nice and creative with it, there's no stopping that, because I've worked around that shit, nigga. Especially with these 20 view ones, nigga, it'd be all over the place and you just gotta figure out how to do it.
For that one video, because of the way he shot it without even thinking about how everybody that has to make
I get that
come forward to make it, right? So in the contract, I said, okay, cool, I'm completely fine with the contract. So I wrote up the stipulations that I wanted on my contract. I can show y'all the contract. I should have it somewhere still on my phone. Let me see if I still got it. So Cloud's manager at the time, this dude named Justin, who was over the contracts, right? Because Cloud was like, he's trying to get more corporate and stuff like that. So I had to talk to Justin mainly about my contract stipulations. And as you see right here, these were the stipulations I had, you know, like drama style commentary, you know,
editing terms, drama style commentary. Okay, base pay $200 per video for up to 40 minutes of raw footage. Now this is where I was seeing a bunch of comments regarding like the price. It's a little pricey. No, it's not actually, because one, if I was getting, I'm gonna just put it out there, if I was getting $150 per video, vlog style, I mean, and then he would pay me an additional $100 if it crossed, let's say, 40 minutes. It's not too far from asking for 200. You feel me? And then, but he's not even saying, all right, pay me 200 for a video. He's saying pay me 200 for a video over. Oh, he's saying up to 40 minutes. So anything over is like an extra fee, I guess. But then how are you gonna have a base and then charge per hour? I don't know. I'm still, I guess I'm not that deep into freelance. So, but let's read this. So 4 hours of editing, I guess. Overtime, 50 per hour if editing exceeds 4 hours or footage exceeds 40 minutes. But then you can easily run that up, and that's why I don't do per hour game, because I can basically say, nigga, I spent 10 hours on this video, dog, and I'm charging 150 per hour. Don't that sound crazy? That's why I don't do it, because it's like, that's not really, I don't feel like that's fair on my end, because I can just take my time with it if I wanted to. Payment weekly. This is where you got to lay it down, because apparently he's been paying late, and he's been, you know what I'm saying, dragging the payments. Payments weekly Sundays by 12 o'clock. Late fee 25 a day is kind of crazy. I'm just gonna, if you got 3 strikes, nigga. By the 3rd time you pay late, I'm leaving. There ain't gonna be no 25. I ain't even gonna let you get the chance. Play with me like that. Performance bonus is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 500K views within 7 days, $100 extra. Plus 100 for additional 100K views within the same 7-day period. So say he gets 500K views, right? That'll be a $300 pay. And then if he gets, say like 850,000, right? Then he would get, so it's 300 plus that. Damn, nigga. He charged a $500 hood. Sheesh. $500, $600 for hey, that's a little excessive. That's the part right here. This is the only part I got an issue with. This one, and then overtime. But the revisions and shit like that, yeah, you're gonna have to put a limit on that, because I'm not finna keep going back and forth. Nigga. You don't know what it's like to render videos, and then mine is quick now because I got the PC for it. But before, it used to take me hours just to render 4K. Hours. Sometime it started off from basic, say like 25 to 30-minute videos used to take a cool 4, 5, 6 hours, right? But then when he started going crazy with the 4K, that shit used to go to like 12 hours, gang. Not gonna lie to you, 12 hours sometimes. I had to update my equipment and stuff. Now it only take like max 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour max. But still having to re-render stuff, gang, and you keep can you add this in there? Can you change this? Can you do this? Can you? Nah, bro, you gonna have to come with a list of stuff that you want. I'll do that. And then if you have anything else you want to revise, finishes, and touches, we do that. But after that, nigga, I'm gonna have to charge. You only get like 2 free revisions, gang, because that's OD. So I understand this. I understand the payment deadline. Okay, cool. Late fee, you're not doing that. And I'm not charging per hour after exceeding. You're just gonna have to charge an extra. Like, say I charge 150. If it was more than 30 minutes, say 35 minutes plus, he would automatically just send me an extra $100. I didn't have to ask for that. But in this situation, you have to ask for that. But you just got to be clear. You're gonna have to come to a understanding.
Like my base to pay, I had like an overtime stipulation, right, to make sure that the video was shot in a specific way to where I wouldn't get locked in for a specific amount of pay, but I have to do a lot more work, right? And one of the most importantly things I put was, you know, the late fee, because like I said, Cloud would like drag his feet on paying us editors, right? And I had a performance bonus and stuff like that because they were talking about some performance bonus when real actuality.
If he was talking about the performance bonus, then that's something he's gonna have to stand on. But you're gonna have to make sure that's in paper. As far as the late fee, I'm telling you, you got 3 times to pay late, and I'm out. And you already have the credibility there because you worked with him and you got the results to show for it. That, man, he's basically your portfolio. Use that shit and get in the field, get back in the field, and DM other creators that might need an editor. I'm personally not doing that because that's a lot of work. 1, 2, I'm not begging for somebody to work with me. My work can show for itself. Or if I really wanted to be an editor for real, then that's how I'll go about it. But nigga, do what you're doing now and start your own shit.
They just put
all that energy into your own videos.
Just
do it on the
side.
To
accept a lower amount of pay or some shit like that, right? And like, to be honest, for the work that I did, and like I said, if you just look at the numbers and you look at all, you know, the work that I put in, I don't think this is a crazy contract at all. I think this is well deserved. And honestly, if I wanted a little bit more, I don't think I would be that crazy in asking. But anyways, the more I talked with Cloud's manager, as you'll see in these messages right here, it just seems like I was getting the runaround. Like, it's like I would talk to Cloud's manager and Cloud, and they both would make it seem like, you know, everything I wanted in the contract was fine. They were like, you know, you worked with us for a long time. We really appreciate your work. That's why we asked you to come back. And you know what I mean? Like, we're really cool with all that. But it's like, once they finally sent me the contract after I asked for the stipulations that we both agreed upon, the contract damn near didn't even have half of the stipulations that I put in there. It was like I was having to basically keep on saying the same thing that we already agreed upon.
It might seem like it might be a typo. It might seem like it's a mistake. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's neither of those, gang. They trying to see what they can get away with, bro. That's how I feel. They trying to see what they can get away with, and if you don't say nothing and you go through with it, that's good on them. It's cool. It's not. They're playing in your face. I'm gonna be real.
It's like, you know, Cloud's manager would be like, yeah, I'm handling like a meeting with so-and-so rich creator right now, so I can't really deal with this right now. Or he would just like ignore me for a day. Kind of like I said, it's like an external validation, like power thing. Like, they care about that image of being at the top of the food chain, and they want
now, what's his name? Berto was saying, bro, you talking about you getting a runaround and they're not replying, bro. They giving you timely responses to an extent. I'm not gonna bitch around. I'm not gonna moan and complain about getting replies probably like a day later. 2 days max, gang. You're wilding. But if we're having a conversation and you just stop replying for the rest of the day and it'll get back to me till like 2 days, nigga, that's not reasonable at all. I'm sorry, that is not reasonable, dog. That's either they're talking amongst themselves and stuff like that. Like, yo, this man is tripping. What are we telling him? I don't know, bro. We gotta figure something out because he bugging with these prices, gang. Like, you know what I mean? They're doing it on purpose because they was just talking to you a moment ago. Consistent replies and shit like that. And now they're not. No, bro. No one is that busy. Niggas is always on their phone. I'm not accepting it. Especially Cloud, bro. Because all he has to do is hit record. He's not doing nothing extravagant to where he's so busy, gang. You may have a workout routine. You go to the gym. You go for a walk, you come back, you record the videos, you send it to the editor, and you don't gotta do nothing else. I don't know what he got going on in his life, so I can't really say for sure, but I'm sure you're not that busy to where you can't reply to your editor, gang, and get that money to him.
People to be on the bottom. So
and you got a manager who's supposed to be managing all that stuff for him, so there's no excuse for real. Unless you're managing multiple people, you're not that busy, gang.
Guy like me who knows his own work
Bad
comes
business.
with my own agreements in a contract because they just thought they were going to give me a contract and I was just going to sign it because they thought I just really needed the money or something like that. Not knowing that, you know, my mom works in contracting, so I'm really good with contract information and I know how to get my own stipulations.
You must not be that good in contract information if you didn't, you didn't get a contract started in the first place. You ain't do all that in the first place, gang.
Right? And I know my own worth, most important. So it was almost like they were like trying to play this ego battle with me, whereas they were trying to get as much
this
out
video
of
is
me
OD
while
long.
trying to give as little, which, hey, to a degree, that's...
Now for the raw footage, not doing 50 every 5 minutes of extra footage. I'm not adding a revision clause. And then that's where you have to compromise because you're not going to do a revision clause. Nah, it's either you get a couple of revisions for free, like free revisions, and then after that, we're going to have to tax you because you're not about to keep like changing stuff up, and I have to re-render and stuff. You don't know what it's like. You must not know what it's like to have to re-render a heavy edited video. It's annoying. As for this, y'all gonna have to compromise with this, cause come up with something. You don't got to do an extra per hour. But there got to be a fee, definitely, if it exceeds a certain amount. It don't got to be the exact number he said, but y'all gonna have to come in the middle, like come to an agreement of what it could be, because you just got to be respectable and considerate of your editor, bro, because you're not the one doing it. And if it's so easy and not a problem, then you would have been doing it yourself. You wouldn't have been outsourcing.
Business, right? But like I said, I thought we were friends. Like I said, Cloud would always call and ask me for advice on things. We would hang out, we chill with each other, you know what I'm saying? So I assumed like we were cool, and it's like the thing I'm asking for, you know, isn't unrealistic anyways, and I've already done so much work for you, paid and for free, you know, at a fast rate, at a high quality. What more could you want, right? So honestly, it felt more and more like I was just getting the runaround and disrespected almost. You know what I mean? So due to me feeling disrespected, and at this point I was like, yeah, I'm just respected almost.
Damn. Using a nigga full government is crazy, gang. All right, so after he said that, he said, I got you. I already informed Marcus I won't be doing any more videos until we get this straight, and I'm paid, of course. Yeah, he told me. In our last conversation, you said you will put an agreement with limits to ensure there is no extra work given, and you neither added the 40 limit clause or video construct so that where the 50, hold on, I'm sorry, is it still early? Chill. You neither added the 40 limit clause or video construct, so that's where the 50 every 5 minutes came in. So it's going, oh my gosh. So it's gonna be that, or you're gonna have to add more specific details too.
You know what I mean? So due to me feeling disrespected, and at this point I was like, yeah, I'm just
it's early, gang. Chill. It's early. Chill.
Mind you, during
it's
this
not
time,
L Reader.
I was still editing videos for Cloud. The moment we patched everything up around,
and you still editing the videos, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but like there should be no transit of the videos. Just keep that in the tuck. Hey, I got these videos edited, but until we get this contract settled, I feel like I'm going to have to keep them. I'm sorry, not sorry. Once we get this contract set, you know what I'm saying, the terms and all that solid, cool, they will be on their way. But as of right now, I got them and I'm keeping them.
September 11th, we instantly started working it, right? Because he was trying to get that fast output again that we had in
3 videos a month. 5 videos a month. For the most part, done by him.
December. So I was still working for Cloud.
And I think I watched this video. I can't remember
Why we were going through this contract dispute. I was still making videos. He was still pumping out the videos that I was editing, right? So I told Cloud and his manager that until we got this contract straight, because me deep down, I felt like they purposely were trying to misunderstand me or make it hard on me just so they could have this perceived ego and power over me. I wasn't going to edit any more videos until, you know, I received my payment for the last couple of videos that I edited, and until we got this contract straight, because I didn't like the runaround that I was getting, right? And as soon as I said this, it was dead silent. Let me see if I can get the dates. I have the dates right here too. So I texted Cloud and his manager on the 4th, and I told, you know, his manager, I was like, I've already told, you know, Cloud or whatever, I'm not going to be doing videos anymore. And I really just expressed to him that I really didn't like in our last conversation. We already agreed to most of these things that you still chose to not put in.
So let's reread this. You know what I'm saying? This is my redemption, all right? In our last conversation, you said you would put an agreement with limits to ensure that there's no extra work given, and you neither added the 40 limit clause or video construct, so that's where the 50 every 5 minutes came in. So it's gonna be that, or you're gonna have to add more specific details to ensure my compensation to work ratio. Revision strain GPU. Yeah, that's facts. I just said that. And after 2, it becomes very excessive and nitpicky with creators, and sometimes revisions are because of creators' mistakes, so that ensures, again, fair compensation of work ratio. Yeah, for work ratio. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, like, the last creator that I worked with, bro, this nigga was very picky, and it's like there will always be something to change, and he wouldn't stop until it's exactly how he wanted it, and it was really annoying. Mostly because he was paying these other editors and stuff like that, and I still ain't get the funds, gang. What's good? And they'll be like, oh, that's fire, but I would change this. Just make sure to do this, and that. Make sure you change this to that. You do all that, and then there's another set of revisions after the first. Now you're on the second one. You're revising it, and you're just like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's exactly how I want it. But here's some things that I would change. Just add that I did notice. Make sure to do this, and that. Let's go with this, and that. Brother, at this point, that's when I stopped. I'm like, nigga, it's either you gonna have to pay me half up front and shit like that, and then you pay me the rest afterwards, or you're just gonna have to set exactly what you want before I even send you the edit, game. Before I even get to work, tell me exactly how you want it. Pause. But you're gonna have to work with me, bro, because I'm not finna keep rendering and changing stuff up I'm already tired of the video at that point, gang. And he can't edit for nothing. Like, he can't edit. He just knows how to direct. He doesn't know how to get in the field. You don't know how to do that shit
on purpose, right? And it was like after this, it was dead silent. You know, for 5 days, it was dead silent. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody paid me. Nobody brought up the contract.
I would assume that they're talking it over. Realistically, it don't take no 5 days to talk shit over, for real. You might have to, the first day you might have to think about it. Second day you might have to talk to your manager about it. But that third day, that's when nigga, you're not that busy, bro. You're not that busy, gang.
Again,
come on, dog.
At this point, I don't even care about the contract. I'm just trying to get my money back. Because
I would have just had all the videos in the tuck and then waited for the payment. I would have been ready. Hey, I got the videos as long as I got the pay. Like, what's good?
Because I already edited the videos and he posted them. So I'm like, you already posted the videos too. Just go ahead and give me my money first. So I hit up Cloud, like I said, the same day as you'll see right here, October the 4th. I told him I wasn't going to be editing anymore until, you know, we got the contract straight and I got paid. And again, 2 days, radio silence. I wasn't paid. So on the 8th, I hit up, you know, Cloud, and I told him, I said, I'm going to send an invoice. Can you just give me my money? And, you know, that's it. We don't have to worry about it. So on the 8th, October the 4th, I told him,
I want to see
first. So I hit up Cloud.
All right, so it's just a screenshot. It's not like a screen record. Reactions using tweets and stuff. It just looks so much better sitting down, for sure. I bet I'm going to take that into consideration. Now it's a whole new day. Videos in there, but I cut the honorable mentions for conciseness, and so it didn't sound redundant. I'm fine with being paid either today. Receipt is 1.5. I'm assuming you mean 1.500. Damn, how many videos you gave this nigga? So the way he's going about it is there's some type of drive that they're uploading to. Gang, you gave this nigga the video before getting paid, bro. Listen, I made that mistake, and that's how I worked. I gave the video first, and then they paid me after. But after people started delaying the paying and all that, nigga, I said, hey, you better have the funds ready, gang. All right, you got to have fun, nigga. Where the funds at? No funds, no fun, nigga. Word. And after the vid, I'm going to hold off until we get the contract straight, because Justin didn't really put any revisions I asked. Y'all should have. I thought you was hopping on that video call, gang. Y'all supposed to have that. But I see you wanted through text. But regardless of, I still wouldn't have gave the videos until I was paid, nigga. He ain't paid you for the first few videos. Now you're expecting him to come up with, nah. Following up on a payment 2 days later.
Like I said, the same day as you'll see right here, October the 4th, I told him I wasn't going to be editing anymore until, you know, we got the contract straight and I got paid. And again, 2 days, radio silence. I wasn't paid. So on the 8th, I hit up, you know, Cloud, and I told him, I said, I'm going to send an invoice. Can you just give me my money? And, you know, that's it. We don't have to worry about anything else. If not, I'm going to resort to legal action.
This right here is bringing back, is giving me PTSD, gang. Because I've been through the same thing. Where like they started getting disrespectful. I'm being serious and you over here laughing, taking shit as a joke. Nigga, you can't do what I do. And there's nobody that you can pay that could do it better than me at this point. May have been before when you first met me, but don't get it messed up, nigga. You're not that guy, pal. You not that guy, pal. And the fact that you laughing in my face while I'm trying to take it serious, nigga, now I want to fight. And I will take that flight to throw these hands, nigga. Word, you gonna have to see me, gang. After I put all this, now I know you was ignoring me. That's the disrespect part, and that's the principle. You were ignoring me while I was trying to get right, and you stopped responding when you were supposed to get my pockets right, nigga. Where the funds at, bro? So let's read this. Look, I don't know what's going on with y'all. Frankly, I don't care. But what I'm gonna need is my money. If I don't receive it by 12 tonight, I will resort to legal actions, as you just posted the videos today. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's where you messed up, bro. Because why is you sending the videos before getting paid if you know that that's the problem that you're having with this kid? I'm going to send you this invoice so there's no confusion on payment. I even got your address in there for extra measure. Regardless, though, we're going to get this figured out. And he put the laughing. So now I know you're playing in my face because you ignored the text and you posted the videos that I gave you without paying me. And now you're laughing at the text that I sent. We got to throw hands, dude, respectfully. This is not, this is not it. This is lame.
This is when the crash out gene.
It may be like, he may be a little bit sensitive with the whole trip part, but right here, yeah.
Came on, because whenever I'm being serious and a nigga like laugh in my face, boy, Cloud laughed in my face, and this is the message that he said. He said, I'm paying you next week. Verbally, I may have agreed to pay you Sunday, not in a contract though, so you can't rush me no matter what you try. You'll receive your payment on my time. You
see this? Now this is lame. This is lame, and this is what gets your ass whooped, nigga. What you talking about? You'll receive your payment on my time, not yours. That's not how business works, gang. And I hope this is Photoshop, man. I hope this is AI. I hope this is unauthentic. Cause what you mean? You paying me on your time. Talk to Justin for further details. Now you too Hollywood to talk to me, gang. Who is you? Who you feeling like? Nah, that's not how this working, nigga. I'm not talking to Justin. Forget Justin. I'm talking to you. Matter of fact, I'm pulling up. You got his address. What are you doing talking still? What are we doing?
Sure. Talk to Justin for further details. And then that's where I hit Justin and asked about, like I said in the last slide I just showed.
And if you, it's because I see here it says, I'll call you later today. I was told by Marcus to contact you for further details regarding the date and time for my payment, and it's been 4 days late. That's the first thing. Then it says, yeah, I'll call you later today. He got to you on the same day, right? But it's the next day. Following up on a confirmation that they didn't pay, that we sent. Okay, it's the next day. It's the end of the next day. Yeah, what the fuck is going on, gang? Again, you're gonna have to run that.
So as you see, I got the runaround.
Run that.
In the earlier part of our relationships, like I said, that I should have noticed, but I didn't, or I just ignored. And as you'll see around this time, I'm getting that same runaround when it comes to, you know, just making sure my contract is straight so I'm protected just as much as they're protected. Just making sure I can get paid fairly and on time. And you'll see they're giving me the runaround. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, at this point, you know, I was about to crash out. I was about to...
Berto was saying there was no runaround. They're responding in a timely manner, not to the extent of business where, nigga, it's 4 days. You're missing the point. It's 4 days late of not getting my money. What don't you understand? And it's not even just that. Sorry, the boom is delayed. It's not even just that. It's the fact that you ignored me and posted the videos anyway. No. I want my money. Stop playing with me. I don't even want to work with you anymore. But I'm not gonna say that. I just want my money. You know what I'm saying? And after I get my money, I mean,
to do something crazy because I'm like, yo, I just want my money and y'all are playing with me. Y'all don't know if I got bills. Y'all don't know what I have going on. Like, but again, these people, they don't have any sympathy for people because all they care about is that external validation in that image. You know, it's an ego thing.
we're gonna have to wrap this up, gang. It's already been an hour.
Times with a lot of these creators, they don't feel good about who they are as people. They're not truly confident in who they are and secure in that. So the only thing they have over people is their money or their subscribers and stuff like that. And it felt like in this situation, that same thing was being done onto me when in actuality, I was just trying to make sure that I was fairly compensated for my work, which, by the way, they asked me to do. I wasn't bothering them. I was living my life, and they came and hit me up a couple of days before my birthday because they wanted to work with me again. And I got to run around for a couple of more days, right? And it seemed like for a minute, I genuinely wasn't going to get paid. But, you know, I talked to one of my friends. Shout out to my dog that I talked to. I'm not going to say who, but, you know, he really, you know, imparted me with some wise words, and it allowed me to think about the situation for a second. And I ended up didn't doing what I was about to do. And since I was able to chill out, I refined what I was going to do. And let's just say based off what I did, Cloud gave me my money back, right? And I ended up getting my money back. And he was like, I don't know if you'll see the text messages right here. It looked, he felt like it was out of a, you know what I mean? Like it was out of a movie.
So you think this is a power or ego thing? I just want my money, nigga. Whoa, he getting a little spicy. I don't want my money, nigga. Word. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to hang with you, kick it with you, smoke with you, skate with you, none of that. I don't want to work with you. I just want my bread so I can move on with my life. You're making it difficult, and your manager. I don't care, honestly, anymore. Yeah, I don't know what you was talking about that last few, but I feel what you're saying, gang. Look, I was just finna send the bread tomorrow anyway. So I'll send it today. Look, I was just finna send the bread tomorrow anyway, so I'll just send it today. Just wanted to let you know that you played yourself out of job. These niggas type so retarded, bro. It's giving me brain aneurysms. I'm sorry. And this blackmail thing is funny, not gonna lie, but I'm glad we're not cool no more. Of this, how you move. You said next week, and you can't fire me for something I quit. What is tomorrow, dumbass? Yeah, what is this text thread, nigga? Come on, bro. What? But this is the type of gaslighting I'm talking about, bro. I've seen it. Where now they like nigga, I ain't played myself out of nothing. Nigga, I got the experience. I got the XP. I'm good. Welcome to the portfolio, nigga.
Or something like that. Just want to let you know you played yourself out of a job. But, you know, Cloud clearly was like really pissed off.
I'm not playing myself out of nothing, nigga. I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't getting treated right the way I wanted to be. So no, I didn't pay myself out of nothing. I didn't play myself out of nothing, nigga. I didn't pay myself out of nothing. Like what? Come on, bro. Listen, wrap this up. You got paid. You didn't get scammed. You just got played with. They played with you. You got the blue. No, it's YouTube. You got the red weenie. You got the red weenie. They played with you and shit like that. You stood up for yourself eventually and got your bread back. You ain't get scammed, nigga. But you good. Take that as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of this video because we got to wrap it up. It's already been an hour and shit. Exposed. And I did see that he had responded. So I want to, what's his name? Cloud responded. So we're going to react to that next. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a bitch editing this shit, nigga. I'm not editing nothing in between, nigga. Word. But that being said, that's the end of this video, man. Y'all leave your comments down below. Leave a like and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Notice Squad because we is almost at 1K. Discord in the description. Original video in the description. Locked in. Let's get it.